soundtrack. Aloha everyone, welcome to Page Films Live. I am Lance Page. I'm out here working alongside Colton Hart, and we are bringing you another sunrise of the Kilauea Caldera with Kilauea's new eruption that just began 2 days ago. And we were a little bit late, but we got here and we're up and running, so let's get into it. All right, so we are looking at a lot of amazing activity still. The lake is still pretty full, and we are with our usual RED Komodo and Sony a7S III setup and this iPhone 14 Pro. And so, yeah, I'm gonna swing around to, first of all, so here's our...
Hey Lance, how are you?
Hey, how's it going, Ray?
Hey, are you guys on?
Yeah, we just started.
Oh, okay.
So this is our Sony a7S III angle. Yeah, we just hit the go button, so I was just doing that.
All right, well, good seeing you guys. I'm out of here.
Oh, okay, good seeing you, Ray.
But I was looking for you, and it was like, you
yeah,
know.
yeah, we were running a little late.
I looked and saw the wagon, saw the camera. That's Lance, but
right on, Ray. Yeah, you too. So, yeah, we're looking at some really good action still. This eruption so far has been really a lot going on, and it hasn't slowed down nearly as much as some of the previous eruptions. And as usual, we have our RED Komodo angle as well. So this is the RED Komodo with the telephoto setup, and that is some wind. Hopefully that's not going to mess with us too much. All right, so we got Amelia, Jeffrey, Liz, Quicksters, Alan. How's it going, everyone? Thanks for jumping on and being ready for the live stream. I'm sure some of you have been checking out Two Pineapples. They're streaming just up the cliffside a little ways. Good morning, Liz. Alan says WorldCam had a view, but they put in fake sound. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. So let's see. I'm gonna looking pretty steady on the red. There is so much action still. It's amazing. Whoa! Nice. That little spot is like spurting.
It's bigger chunks today.
Yeah. It looks like it's kind of more confined.
Yeah.
Or more consolidated into like maybe about 5 main fissures or 6. But if we jump over to our a7S III angle, we can do a little bit wider, a little bit, oops. Yeah, so this is not, we didn't have this lens up yesterday. This is a kind of our medium zoom range. And then we can also get some of that beautiful sunrise colors going on. So let's see, we'll do a little picture-in-picture here with this and this, so you don't miss anything. Balance. So if you're just jumping in on the live stream, welcome, and don't forget to hit that like button if you like what you see. And if you want to subscribe as well, that would help us out big time. We appreciate that. Liz says, this, in my opinion, is the best eruption this year. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I would agree so far. In terms of like the first couple of days, it's really good action. Lots of, and it's erupting in a new place. You know, all the previous eruptions in Halemaumau in the few years have been pretty similar locations. This one's kind of like sort of a new spot, so it's pretty exciting in that regard. Let's see. I'm gonna boost the sound a little bit. I think this sounded a little bit better last time we boosted the levels a little bit, so hopefully that's sounding good. Let me know in the chat if it sounds and looks okay. Truth Warrior, appreciate you as well, man. Thanks for jumping in the chat. Has a good hang time. Oh, the hang time on the spatter. I'm gonna move the telephoto over to that.
Liz just asked how is the flow on the sidewall. It looks like it totally
It's POW.
powed. Yeah.
It's all POW. Here, I'll show you. I'll pan over there. You can't even see any glow or anything. Yeah, the sidewall is right over here on the left side of the screen where that sidewall vent was, so it looks like it closed up, which is a little different from the last eruption. The sidewall vent kind of stuck around for the whole time, and then it picked up at the end. Aloha, Jessica. Good to see you in here. Yeah, we had a good recharge. We had a little bit too good of a recharge. We slept in a little bit according to our plan, but we made it. We're here and we're streaming live. Right on, Raymond. I just saw you. Raymond's heading to work. So I wanted to zoom in on this. This is going to be fun. On the RED cam, I'm going to zoom in on this little spurty spot. Whoa.
Oh, nice. You got the ripples going.
Oh, man.
It looks a little soft. Right. A little soft still.
It might just be a little soft.
I saw you hit it earlier. It got sharp for a second. There. Yep.
Wow, that is so cool looking.
Yeah.
Wow, it's like really liquidy. I'm gonna
Because of the foreground movement, it looks like you're like moving around it.
Oh yeah. Swap these.
Oh yeah. Lots of action in that one.
Oh, that color. Wow.
We've got 35 friends in the chat. Thank you guys for watching.
Wow, we already got 35. Awesome. This sunrise is gorgeous. Look at this, man. I'm gonna drop the exposure down a little bit. Get some, that color is just,
Awesome. Thank you, Lisa, for sharing it on Facebook. We've been trying to share the content on Facebook, and it's hard.
Facebook is not that friendly for YouTube things. Oh, oops. All right, I'm gonna actually swap these back. Ooh. Because these sunrise colors are just magnificent. Thanks, Raymond, for reminding people to hit that like button. Appreciate that, Lisa. Liz, a pool of lava. A big pool. More like a lake. Seems like a different animal. Yeah, it's changed a bit since yesterday. It seems like it's kind of finding its groove a little more with all these fountains. 40.
I'm going to restart my phone.
Okay.
I think the network isn't working right.
Thank you, Cooksters, for tweeting out our stuff yesterday. Or would it be Xing out? Is that?
Oh yeah, it's X now.
That doesn't even sound right. Xing. I X'd out your thing. It's like it sounds like you canceled it. Yeah, these colors are just, I'm so excited to bring you guys this sunrise because it's beautiful. Here's the plume. Billy Bates says, I mentioned you and this LS in live stream in the USGS chat. Maybe someone will come take a look. Right on. Yeah, if anyone wants a little more elaborate live stream than the USGS provides, you've currently got two options between myself and two pineapples. Myself and Colton, that is. Wow. The spurting in that fountain is like very impressive. Right on. Zach found the stream through Billy's post. Very cool. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to zoom, pan over to these fountains. It's a hard choice to pick which one to put on the full screen.
Oh yeah, that's good.
See, if we were monetized, I'd be like, send a super chat in, let me know which one you want on the full screen. The beautiful color sunrise or the telephoto epic lava fountains. But since we're not monetized, just go ahead and let me know. And speaking of which, there's a couple ways you can support this channel at the moment. And one of them is the Patreon account that we have, patreon.com/pagefilms. If you're familiar with Patreon, it's a subscription-based platform for creators. you can go on there and sign up for a small monthly donation, and the contribution will go directly to this work, and you can get early releases of my films, exclusive 4K versions of them, and free downloads and things like that. So I'll have Colton throw the link in the chat, and then the other way too is the PayPal link. He's going to put both those links in there. So if you want to make just a one-time donation, you can go through the PayPal link. So keep an eye out for that in the chat. Appreciate you all. All right, I'm going to zoom in a little with the wide. Get a little color and a little lava together. And then I think I'm going to leave that one. And I'll do another swapperoo here. Yeah, the cobra snake fountains, huh? Yeah, that's like the smallest little fountain that's going, but it's almost like the most interesting looking because of it's like the lava is like really hot there, and it's really, really liquidy, more so. And this is the one on the left. Right on. Colton put the Patreon link up there so far, so that you can navigate over there if you would like. We have a bunch of stuff we're working on that's going to go up on the Patreon real soon, but there is quite a few things on there that you can check out from previous projects, and there's some rough cuts for projects, and some of my latest films are on there exclusively in 4K, so you can see them in 4K if you sign up at any tier, including the $5 a month tier. There's liquid fire for days. Wow. All right, I'm gonna travel back down the river a little ways. Oh, Cookster says, I guess non-monetized can't do polls either. I haven't tried. I've thought about that. It'd be cool to do some polls, especially now that we've got a good number of people joining the chat. Here's our spurty cobra snake fountain. Wow. It's like giant lava bubbles that keep bursting. Oh, that is not a bubble.
hear that one.
Yeah. I bet it's picking up on the mic too. You guys hearing that in the chat? So this is the furthest to the right fountain, kind of the furthest down the river before the river pours into the main lake. Awesome. I'll have to, I wish we had another device to check out Two Pineapple Stream as well. Wow, look at the colors back there.
Pink. Ooh, yeah.
It's a beautiful morning.
Where's Lou and Anna?
I think they're up there at the same spot.
I can see them. Oh yeah, I see them. They're a little farther down, it looks like.
Oh, I love all the lava splattering on the little cone on the side.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's one thing to see lava shooting up in the air, but it's even cooler to see it landing on rock. It's just splattering. Alright, I'm going to do a little bit of a zoom out.
Looks nice and sharp here. Yeah.
It's a nice, nice composition with the picture-in-picture. Until everything blows in the wind. You know what we should do? I've been wanting to try some different compositions here. Oops. Hang on. There we go.
I thought that was our stuff.
Zach says, stupid question, but is that lava flow on bottom or water? Lava flow on... It's all lava. There's no water. Yeah, there's none. Water doesn't survive here in the crater because it just seeps into the rocks, and especially now with the eruption going, the lava just burns all the moisture into steam. Yeah, Lisa, it's pretty cold. It's windy, and we're at 4,000 foot elevation, so it's like in the high 50s, low 60s, maybe with a wind chill. Oh yeah, okay, what was I doing? I'll give you this. Fix this. Hang on, guys, sorry. And you just adjust the camera real quick. What? What are you showing me? I don't know what you're showing.
It's never mind.
It's not working on the Facebook thing.
Yeah, I was trying to make a post, and it's.
All right, check this out. This is our doing a little split screen action. Uh-oh. We have some mist coming in. Ken, how's it going, Ken? It says, still fairly rapid lava flow. I'd be surprised if the floor from previous eruption is not covered yet. I know it was tilted up in the west, but still third day with this kind of flow or greater. Yeah, it's actually the east side, kind of the, I guess that would be southeast side of the crater, which is where the fountains are. And yeah, so if you look at the top view here, I'm going to pan a little bit, add some exposure. So if you see to the right, on the right side there, that is where the old lake extends out to. And the new lake, I think, only makes it like before those little steamy sections on the right there. So that the very right side of that is not covered by this eruption. Yeah, and it's tilted up for sure from where the fountains are. It's tilted up because it came out of the downdrop block area, so there's some, that's why those rivers are flowing so good. Billy Bates says, Zach, where there was a 200-foot deep water lake there before a sudden eruption in December 2020, turned it all into steam in less than an hour. That is correct. Yeah, that was fascinating. It was after the big 2018 summit collapse where the Halemaumau crater collapsed like 1,000 feet down or more. Just a dramatic change in the landscape, and then it went down so far that the water from the water table started seeping out the sides of the walls and created a water lake that was 200 feet deep. It got to 200 feet deep, and then that December eruption just blasted it all into the atmosphere real quick. Cooksters says posted and tagged you. Thank you for the great split screen. Awesome. Thank you for posting and tagging. Hey Tiggy, thanks for peeking on the live stream and for reminding everybody to hit the like button and thumbs up and subscribe if you like what you're seeing and you like the live stream and you like lava and you like volcanoes. We got what you like. Yeah, Zach, check out some of those shots. There's a lot of epic shots from the last eruption. In fact, if you subscribe to my Patreon, you can see Pele Rises Chapter 3, which is a short film I did on that last eruption. But I think what Zach was, or what Billy was mentioning was the December 2020 eruption that lasted, I think it was a number of months. It went all the way into 2021. And then since then we've had, I think, 4 eruptions, if I'm remembering correctly. Ken says, west side of crater is obviously much higher elevated than I thought from that previous eruption. Yeah, there's a lot of like features over there, big cones and stuff on that west side. So Zach says, so the lake was there 2 years or so. The water lake was there, let's see, it formed slowly. The eruption, or the collapse was 2018. I think it was like somewhere like late 2018 or early 2019 or something. It started seeping water in. I forget when that started, but it was kind of slowly rising from 18, 19, 20, and then December 2020 is when the eruption took it out. Cindy asks, any chance this eruption being linked to the earthquake in Morocco? I doubt that. I'm not a geologist, but if I asked a geologist that, they probably would say no. But I'm not one to say. All right, I'm gonna jump on the full screen of the RED view. Ooh, I like that transition. That was fun. Yeah, Hawaii is a hot spot. We get lots of earthquakes. Lots of shallow ones, lots of deep ones. This island is so big and has such large volcanoes on it that we have earthquakes that actually are caused by the weight of the island actually kind of settling down, like way down below. It's kind of mind-blowing to think about. Yeah, Billy Bates is talking about the groundwater can cause explosions, so there was some concern for that. And when the eruption came, it was pretty explosive. I believe there may have been a lightning bolt or two in there. I don't know if I think I remember seeing that on the USGS cam or something. Maybe I'm mistaken, but it was a big, huge, massive plume. It looked really scary, but it didn't affect anyone in any bad way. I think it was just a
lot of steam.
Lots of steam, lots of plume for a short period. So you can't see it quite as well now, but this is where the river is just flowing into the main lake. So right there is the edge of the old lake, and so this river is kind of just oozing into it with most of that action. And then we still have that other river. Drive on back over to this spot. So these fountains on the left are pushing lava down here, and it's making this other river here, and it's oozing down. And this one's been here the whole time, but it's not flowing quite as much as it was yesterday. But it is flowing. It is hot lava down there. Anyone want to translate Carlos's comment? The island base underwater to top of volcanoes is a lot higher than Mount Everest. Yeah. Biggest mountain in the world when you measure from top to bottom. And it's so big that it even pushes down on the actual crust of the earth. I'm gonna add a little. I'm gonna do a little BTS. I did this yesterday where I kind of showed some of the gear that we're using. Alright, so in the top right screen, I'm going to show you a little bit of our setup here. So this is the RED Komodo camera that is showing the full screen image that you're seeing. And it's on the Emotimo Spectrum ST4 motion head. This is one of my favorite pieces of gear. And then we've got the Sigma 150 to 600 lens with the Canon 2x teleconverter, so it's actually a 1200 millimeter setup on the RED Komodo. And then this rail mount here helps to stabilize it a bit. And our iPad and our switcher setup here. And then this is the A7S III cam, and currently it's got a Canon 24 to 105 lens on it for that medium zoom range. And here's my co-producer, Colton Hart. We've been working together on all kinds of fun projects, including all these live streams. You want to go through some of those?
There's a translation.
Oh, nice. So Cookster's translated said that Carlos said it must be cool to go down in a kaiki. I don't know what that is. Kike? I speak. Liz says I speak Spanish, but I don't understand Carlos's comment. A silly comment is all I got. All right. Kaiki. I don't know what that is. Is that like it sounds like a Brazilian word or something. Absolutely amazing, beautiful pictures that you're taking, says Daryl. Thank you, Daryl. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's an absolutely amazing, beautiful sight that we're seeing as well. It's really amazing. I mean, it's really like unbelievable that we just have this to be able to experience and live stream. If everyone starts talking in Spanish, I'm not going to be able to understand. Cooksters says, Colton, many thanks for being the magic behind the scene.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, Colton's been helping out big time. I couldn't do many of these live streams that we're doing without him. Okay, a trading vessel. A swim would be great. And a ship? Take a ship down there to the lake? A swim would be great if we were made of lava-proof metal or something, but if you tried to dive into that lake, you would just
Disintegrate.
yeah, you would just land on the top of it and then blow up in a fit of steam. Yeah, translation would be fine, would be great. Or keep it English. Oh, we got batteries already low on this one. We're gonna have to swap these. phones soon.
Okay. Is this one already dying?
This one is, its battery life is real bad on it. A kind of canoe.
I have an idea. You think the multi-port would work on this? Then we could run that through the multi-port and then
No,
charge it?
no, the CMO has to be plugged right into it,
Oh.
which is annoying. The lake and the crater didn't stand a chance. Cooksters, I do like how one Iceland streamer called the floating boulders in a lava river unoccupied islands. Yep. The lava bergs. We've got 66 friends in the chat. Oh, is that not live?
Hit the headphone and it turned it off.
So there's quite a bit of misty cloudiness coming in. I just added the wide angle here. So if you look to the left, it's all kind of misty and hazy, and the sun is starting to come up. It's pretty cool looking. Have you heard anything about Hurricane Jova? I have not. But I do know there's a lot of hurricanes this year. Thank you, Lisa. If you are just joining the chat, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And if you like what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button too. Because you're probably going to want to see more streams we're going to do, because we have lots of big ideas. We're going to try to add some cool features to our streams as we keep going with them. We got lots of innovative ideas to apply to our setup. What's really cool about our setup is that we're using mirrorless cameras and cinema cameras to do the live streams, and these are the same cameras that we generally use to make films and shoot time-lapse and photography and everything, so we can kind of do both at the same time. We can live stream and we can produce films and photography, and so we kind of want to combine the two and create some really dynamic live streams.
Liz just asked, do you have any idea how big those cinder cones are now?
Oh, that's a good question.
They definitely got bigger since yesterday. A lot
Yeah.
bigger.
I'm trying to imagine, because so the cone over on the far west wall from the last eruption, I think was like 300 feet high, and that one Probably looks about 3 times higher, maybe. So I'd say like, yeah, I'd give it like at least 100 feet probably on the highest cones, is my estimate.
Liz just asked, can you tell me where to find your videos? They're amazing.
Yeah,
I'll post a link too.
Yeah, you have the link tree.
I don't have your link tree.
Go to, where is my link tree? Go to my Instagram, and I think you can find it there. So I'll have Colton post a link tree link, which includes all the good links for you to find my work. If you want to find my films, there's a bunch of them on Vimeo. So Vimeo has the most film work of mine on there. I have 5 Vimeo staff picks throughout the years, so I've been able to kind of get a pretty good following on Vimeo and some good traction there. So if you go on there, you can check out all my eruption films. There's some you can buy on demand, and most of them are free to stream. Jova is in the Pacific, says Merceriana. The Atlantic is developing something never seen 4 at the same time. Oh. Yeah, thanks, Cooksters. Yeah, the staff picks are exciting. I got my first one in 2014 for a short film I made called Ride the Sky. And that was incredible, because the staff pick just kind of immediately goes out to a lot of people, and a lot of industry people see it. So I was able to kind of develop a relationship with some of the bigger TV show networks and stuff with footage licensing. So that's been one way I've been able to make some money, is with licensing my footage. And then, yeah, I got another staff pick with my first eruption film out here called Kilauea the Fire Within, and that was released in 2015. And that was the beginning of all my lava filming and adventures, and yeah, here we are. Yeah, so far it's not raining. It's just like misty clouds blowing in, so there's like some mist kind of gathering on the gear, but it's not too bad so far. Right on. Colton just posted the Linktree link in there, so that's where you can find more of my work. Check on some more fountains here. Wow. You can see that river is just moving, flowing, and fast enough to see it happening in real time. We need like a little platform, or like a piece of wood or something. Lisa asks our age. We both look 25, she says. You're about 12 years young on your estimate. I'm 37. I think Colton's mid-30s, 35?
Yeah, 34.
34. We're mid-30s, approaching late 30s for me. So for anyone who is hanging out in the chat, let me know if you've been to Kilauea or to Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. I'm curious if, because there's probably a lot of people that have come to the park in the past, and then that kind of makes them more interested in finding things like this, like these live streams. Simpin' Ain't Easy, RHEC. Says, just now found this on my feed. Very nice. Thank you. Glad to have you. We can switch to iPhone cam, and then we'd have to do the swap, which would take out the RED cam too. Or we could...
It's getting really blurry. I don't know if it's my phone network.
Getting throttled.
How's the quality looking for you guys? Is it still nice and sharp?
It's probably, I mean, the service here is pretty good, so your phone is probably...
And I'm getting almost no lag time.
Really?
Maybe a few seconds.
Yeah, the latency is fine on everything, but...
It's probably my phone. I just did a restart though, so...
Yeah, let us know in the chat if the picture is looking okay. We're getting a little bit of a bad signal here on our end. The stream appears to be okay though, as far as the technical aspect of it. Might just be getting throttled by
Looks better now.
all the people. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here probably using the network.
And 2 pineapples. This Simpin' Ain't Easy says this looks both stunningly beautiful and terrifying at the same time. Looks good on his end. His or her end. So when
Cooksters just said fantastic HD here. Awesome, thank you.
cool. Let's just be your...
There's some hazy just because of the rain.
Yeah. Oh, that's what's happening. The stabilizer on this lens was on, and I heard it working. I was like, what is that noise?
Oh.
Don't need a stabilizer on a tripod lens. And on a wide angle. Liz says, I've been to the 2018 eruption, had the privilege of seeing the lava river in Leilani Estates, been to the park for second eruption, and was there for the Mauna Loa eruption. Awesome. Yeah, I had the privilege of seeing the Leilani Estates lava as well. It was pretty intense, unlike any other lava filming I've done, because it was scary in many different ways and very stressful, and it was really difficult to be creative. But I did make a film about that eruption. It's called Aileau Forest Eater.
Love that one. That's one of my favorite films that you did.
Awesome.
That one and The Fire Within, I think, are my two favorites.
Thanks, man. Just saw the interruption in chat. Interruption? Eruption? All right, I'm gonna get some. It looks like we have some sunshine hitting the lava now, which is really nice. This one's gonna die, so before it dies,
You want to switch out the cam or the CMOS?
Yeah, because that way I don't, like, I could do this with the phone, but it's just going to be better quality with the Sony, so. All right, so we're going to do a little swapperoo of some of our gear, which means I'm going to leave you guys on the iPhone view. So this is a iPhone 14 Pro, which is actually has a pretty nice camera. Oops. So there's the iPhone view, and we're going to do a little swap real quick. So what's first?
We should shut down the CMOS first and then do the swap and then turn it back on.
Okay.
Or at least we could leave the CMOS on, but just turn off the switcher app on the device.
I turn this one off.
Okay.
We need 2 CMO Pros. Wouldn't have this problem.
Yeah. It's gonna happen soon.
There's like a little bit of lens flare coming through the mist, which is kind of interesting. Here's our sunrise action. Very bright sun. Coming through all this mistiness over here. That's the steam vents over there, if you're familiar with the park. There's a lookout over there where all that steam is. And then this is the edge of the caldera right in front of us. Everything's beautifully lit with that morning light. It was fantastic and horrendous at the same time. So terrible for many in Puna. Yeah. Yeah, the 2018 eruption was some really extreme mixed emotions, and because it was such a incredible, amazing eruption, but it was happening in the middle of communities, so it was like, yeah, it was a lot of things. It's black and it's upside down too.
It was, oh my gosh. It was literally just upside down, and I turned it this way because it didn't go the other way.
I thought it was supposed to.
It's supposed to.
Correct.
Yeah, I gotta unplug it again.
It's fine. It was black anyway. As it does. Thank you, Liz, for letting people know that there's a link a little bit higher up in the chat. There's a Linktree link, as well as the PayPal and Patreon, where you can support the work. Cookster says, in other volcano news, Sakurajima has a glow on it, and oh, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because I'm going to ruin it. Is that where? Popocatépetl? Where's that at? A bit cloud obstructed.
No idea.
A good volcano watch day. Kilauea is the winner, though, yeah. Kilauea is doing well. Good action. We got one of two.
How do you get back to the chat?
Here, we can actually move. Maybe not. Oh, we got all of them?
Looks like it.
Sweet. All right, we're back up and running with our cameras. Wow, it's beautiful with all the sunlight on it. So here's our RED Komodo angle back. And now complete with full sunlight lighting up the fountains and some good gusty wind coming through. It's not too much of a lag, but there is a lag.
Popo kitty pickle. Popo kitty pickle.
No,
Popo
that's
cat tipeto.
just
It's way too much fun to mispronounce Popo kitty pickle.
Popocatépetl. Popocatépetl. That's a mouthful in one word. Japan and Mexico. Good morning, Nohea. Good to see you again. Thanks for joining the stream. Gives a great perspective here. Yeah, the wider shot is nice. I'm gonna add in. So now we've got the Sony cam back up and running as well. It's funny. The iPhone actually has, like, to the eye looks better than the Sony cam right now because it's like doing some HDR, like fancy camera magic. But this is our Sony cam angle. This is the Sony a7S III with the Canon 24-105 on it. Okay, it has a local nickname, Don Goyo. Cooksters, the Ring of Fire volcanoes are saying things today. Yeah, it's interesting how it seems like there's like massive patterns of volcanic activity throughout large areas. You can see all the sunlight hitting the side of the caldera here to our right. I think you guys liked it last time when I kind of panned around and showed some perspective of where we are. So to the right, on the right side of the screen is up toward where Jagger Museum is. The old Jagger Museum. It's not Jagger Museum anymore. And yeah, there's Colton. The parking lot's over there to the right, and then the trail. Here's our caldera edge.
The mist kind of
Oh
blew
yeah,
away.
mist all subsided. Things change quickly here at the summit in terms of weather. You never know what you're gonna get. Oh, you know what I did? Is my hat in here? Is my hat in there? Or do you know where?
Your what? I'm sorry?
My hat?
Your hat.
I brought it. I put it in the cart.
I'll check. I don't remember putting it in my bag.
Sun's just in my eyes.
It might be in the car, actually. Let me get the key. I'll go grab it. I think I remember seeing it in the back.
Was it taken out of the cart? I think I put it in the cart and then it was taken out and I put it in again. Maybe you took it.
All right, let me double check then over here to make sure. I'm gonna
And
leave my
I mean, if
mic here.
if it's in the car, then it was you that put it in the car. I think. But
Well,
it's all good.
if you put it back in the cart, it's probably.
Okay. Cookster's plant nerd wants to ID all the trees and bushes. Pretty much ohia trees, and I mean those are the main trees that are grown here on the edge of the caldera. Billy Bates, auto translators can be funny. A guy got separated from his wife at Iceland volcano and was lost for 2 days. Iceland news translation. They got divorced on the volcano. He wandered away and got lost. That's really funny. I hope he's okay. And I hope he didn't actually get divorced. Espress says, my cousin has a movie studio. He said the iPhone is amazing for filming. Do you use iMovie or PlayStation's Share Factory for editing? No, I use Premiere Pro and DaVinci Resolve as well as After Effects, LR time-lapse, Photoshop, Lightroom, all those programs for all the things. A lot of Adobe programs that I use. Let's see what's going on down the river. Oh, so they actually did get divorced, or they like broke up on the volcano, and then he wandered away and got lost. That's a little bit more sad of a story. Wow, look at the rock moving in that river. That's so cool looking. I love when it doesn't look like lava because of the daylight. It just looks like black rock, but it's like flowing like water. And if you're just joining us, what you're seeing is the RED Komodo camera on the full screen, and then the Sony a7S III on the picture-in-picture screen. I'm getting lost down the river. So yeah, out here I'll just go ahead and keep on going, keep flowing. So, okay, so it was a mistranslation of the divorced comment. Gotcha. So the flows are going all the way down here. You can see some red lava there. But yeah, it's hard to, obviously with the daylight, it's hard to see what's going on here. There's a little bit of red glow over there. I'm glad that his wife was happy when they found him. Liz says, the films you made have amazing clarity, professional. Thank you. Yeah. I try to hold my work to a higher standard, as high of a standard as I can, and I've kind of always been that way, and I absolutely love the cinematic art form. You know, I'm a big movie guy. I'm definitely a movie nerd.
We're losing everything. I couldn't find it. We got a missing cat. We've had a bit of a rough morning, you guys, but I'll tell you this stream is working out much better than our morning has.
Did I like put it? I remember I just like stuffed it on the side of the cart at one point.
There.
That's weird. Oh, you know what? I think it might be my bad. I think it's in the top pocket of this bag. Yeah, now I remember doing that because I was like, I need my hat and I need my glasses when the sun comes up.
It was weird that you lost it.
Thanks for looking.
Some hot chocolate.
Oh yeah.
It's probably still piping hot.
I should have reminded you to grab a cup from the car.
Yeah, I can go grab it. It's no big deal. I'll check and see how hot it is.
Did you have your mic on when you went to the car? Okay.
I left it over here.
Nice.
Yeah, it's perfect temp right now. I'm gonna go
Nice.
grab a cup.
There's the only one I think I have is the blue one. It's in one of those boxes.
In the back?
Yeah, like by the left door.
Okay.
Oh, did you give me the key back?
Yeah, I gave it back.
Duncan McGregor says, epic live stream, brother. Has it cascaded out of the crater yet? No. It has a very long way to go to make it out of the crater. As you can see in the top right, the wide angle, I'll zoom out a little bit. And that is a huge crater. It has made quite a bit of progress with, I believe it has been 5 eruptions since the collapse. And I don't know the number of feet that the lake has risen, but it's a pretty substantial number. But yeah, as far as it making it out of the crater, it's gonna be, I mean, if it continuously erupts, it'll be years and years before it makes it all the way out. It's hard. It's a tough one. That's a question that geologists get a lot. I hear Philip answer that a lot on the Hawaii Pod streams. Cooksters says, thank you for a fabulous stream. You're welcome. I don't do Facebook or Discord, so I stick with the YouTube and the real science. Less scrolling, more learning. Thank you very much, Lance and Colton. Hope you get some good production value too. Appreciate that. And thanks for reminding people to share, post, and subscribe in whatever social media platform you prefer. Lava high fives. See you, Cooksters. Thanks for hanging out in the chat and for being very engaging, and yeah, have a good one. Billy Bates. Hi, Duncan. It's flowing into Halemaumau crater from the Kilauea Caldera downdrop block. Yeah. You're welcome, Duncan. Yeah, it's so where these fountains are is a slightly higher part of the crater that used to be the floor of the caldera, but collapsed in 2018 during the massive collapse event. And it collapsed in so far that it extended the crater by a lot, and so yeah, there's a huge area for it to fill. Oh, there's a vortex. Look at that. To the right on the. Let's see if I can. Oh, it's like floating up into the air. It's not there anymore, but there was like a little lavanado kind of gas vortex going on. I'll have to see if I can catch one of those in the telephoto. Hey, Nene. A couple Nenes flying behind me. Duncan asks, do you have access to a drone? I do not have a drone, and I don't have access to a drone, and drones are not allowed in the park. It's a no drone zone in the national park, as I believe it is in every national park, but it's especially true for this national park. They're pretty strict about it, for good reason. Nay, nay. Nice. There was a little gas vortex going on over there. That's generally my kombucha bottle, so
Oh, it's okay.
it probably smells like kombucha, which is fine. Let's do a little zoom in here, get some more action. Sorry about the shake, guys. Oh yeah. I love the way that the sunlight refracts off of the spattering, fountaining lava, and then also refracts off of the molten rock that's moving down on this river here. Thank you, sir. I was just handed some hot cocoa from Colton. Thank you, Colton. Hope you all are enjoying a nice beverage or whatever it is, wherever you are.
It's a mix of the chai with cocoa.
Nice.
And I also mixed that Mexican, what is it called? It's got like chili, cayenne pepper in it. It's a cocoa mix that has like some spiciness to it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. Duncan says, okay, never knew that. I'm starting out with the fascination of volcanoes and didn't realize there were restrictions other than health and safety in place. Yeah, the drone restrictions are, there's a number of reasons for them. There's a lot of helicopter activity above the crater, and mainly, I mean, like for me, the main reason why I think it's a good idea to restrict drones is so that there's not a bunch of drones flying around all the time for noise pollution and light pollution, because I do a lot of astro nighttime photography, and when someone's flying a drone around, which happens, sometimes people do it anyway, and they fly their drone right in front of everyone's shot. You know, everyone that's trying to shoot the stars and get footage of the lava at night get annoying blinking lights in their frames. So that's one major reason for me, but yeah. Yeah, and they're pretty restrictive on a number of things here. There's a lot of visitors in the park, 1.5 million a year or something like that. So they gotta keep everyone safe. We are past the 90-minute mark on the stream. If anyone's just joining, welcome to Page Films Live. I am Lance Page, and I'm here alongside Colton Hart, and we're working together on these live stream productions involving cinema cameras and mirrorless cameras and iPhones and all kinds of fun tools that we're using to bring you this eruption live and direct from Kilauea Volcano on the Big Island of Hawaii. Alan Coker says there's a man in Canada who also live streams volcanoes, to include this one. Yeah, when you really think about it, there's not too many people doing dynamic live streams of volcanoes like this. Two Pineapples were the only ones doing it before we started doing it. They inspired us. And there's, as far as Iceland, there's a couple. I mean, there's what's his name? Isaac. Iceland FPV. He was doing some amazing live streams. I'm not sure who else in Iceland is doing that. And of course there's the USGS streams and things like that, but that's different. That's more of a observation, a scientific observation, and kind of more for info. What we like to do is provide more of a creative approach and more of a cinematic approach.
That one on the right is just going off right now. Bam, bam, bam.
The far right one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a little more traveling down the river.
And that little one too is still shooting up a bunch of big blobs.
Oh yeah, let's take a look at that one, the cobra snake spatter. Yeah, that's so
Nice.
cool. I love that. Duncan, completely agree with you. Completely agree. Will you be looking out for Nishimaru? Oh, I think that's the comet, right? I think that was this morning was the night to see it. I saw something about that, and I was thinking about it coming out here, but it was just a much different type of thing to capture for the stream or for photography. Billy Bates, a great map is at USGS, titled July 21, 2023, reference map of recent Kilauea summit eruption. Cool. I love seeing those. Liz says you can also check out Apau Hawaii Tours on YouTube. Duncan, yeah, you follow Isaac as well, huh? The live stream he was doing at the beginning of the last Iceland eruption was blowing my mind. I was completely glued to it. I was like wasting time. I was like not being productive because I was just completely mesmerized by Isaac's drone stream over that eruption. It was amazing. Roman Guten Tag in Iceland as another live streamer. This is a pretty cool view here with we've got the black river flowing in the foreground and then the cobra snake spatter spot going on. Dr. Fox 2000 started doing, yeah, not going to try to say that one either. Dr. Fox they do like, they kind of pick up other people's streams, right? Or they pick up like the live cams and they make their own live out of it. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh yeah, that was a nice one.
Yeah.
Love the movement in the foreground too.
Yeah.
So cool.
Wow.
Oh, I heard that one.
Hmm.
It's like boosh.
Let's do a little split screen action again here. How about this? Let's have a little fun here.
Oh yeah, that's nice. That is good.
So here's a fun little split screen that we're trying out. Wow, that's a tall one.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Nice.
Look at that.
It's an interesting one.
Wow. It's almost like, if anyone is familiar with Bruce Omori and Tom Kuali'i, those guys got a shot of the ocean entry with just a big bubble bursting, and it looks kind of like these spatters like that.
Yeah.
Big,
Kind of round.
big like liquidy lava with sunlight refract. Whoa! It's so
Nice.
it's so fun to watch. Wow. Duncan says, I have so many stills from the Lilthurt eruption. The drone footage was amazing. I always find the night feeds mesmerizing as the glow of the lava is epic. Yeah, the glow is something else.
Oh, that's a big fat one.
I like don't want to look.
Oh,
Wow.
I heard that one. You can hear it.
Yeah.
Popped. It was like, pow.
Yeah, I want to move down the river some more, but I can't look away from these ropes of lava just, and the way that the sun shines off of them. Oh, I got more zoom range. I'm gonna zoom in more. do.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I could, so I'm at 6K on the red. I could actually crop in too.
That's
Wow.
like perfect.
Wow. Oh, a little shaky with the wind.
See if I could brighten the screen just a little bit. It's not gonna let me.
Wow. Whoa, that one looked like a, it was like an anchor or like a whale tail.
Yeah.
That bubble, right, Jessica? Isn't that amazing? Alan says, can't believe how it's moving around the fountains. Yeah, that the river of rock in front of it is flowing on by. I'm going to turn on the stabilizer on the lens. Still bouncing.
It's drifting a little.
Oh, hang on. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come right back to this. Oops. Yeah, I'm just gonna make an adjustment, see if I can stabilize this red camera a bit more. Okay, that should help. There we go. Yeah, a little pan. There we go. Looking good. A little exposure. Pretty cool thing to see live.
Heck yeah.
I'd say that's an understatement. Ugh. Duncan, the spitting is like animation as it slowly descends. Yeah, it almost doesn't look real.
I'm gonna check the battery real quick. Good.
Billy Bates, yes, Guten has some great footage, always taking a minute to show lots of extras. Flowers, moss, people falling and sliding down on their butts, heavy equipment working. And there's live streams? That's funny. Love the striking lava cobras. Lisa, my old bones need a nap. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate you as always. Good seeing you on here. Have a good nap.
That one is at 20.
Oh. We got still one full battery on the red.
I could just plug it into a bank if you want.
This?
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah, should. I do it with mine.
Billy Bates asks, can you catch a dome fountain still? We're almost looking at a dome fountain. It's almost trying to be one, but it's like a little bit more spurty, more like spurts of gas coming and making it pop every now and then. There was a really cool dome fountain on the last eruption. It was at the bottom of the fountain that was going on toward the end of the eruption. Wow, that one went all the way out of frame.
Oh, I heard that. It's making some noises now.
Duncan asks, do you guys regularly visit during eruption as I'll set alerts if you do? Oh yeah, we definitely are going to be out here at the beginning of every eruption. We'll be here for sure, and then periodically throughout the eruption, depending on how long they go. The last eruption lasted 12 days, and I think I made 5 trips out here and spent like 1 or 2 nights on each trip. So we definitely eruptions at Kilauea and Mauna Loa are for sure one of the things that we're going to focus on with our live streams, but it's not the only thing we're going to focus on. We are working on various projects involving live streams that include hiking adventures and music performances, behind the scenes productions of our films and things like that. So definitely set alerts, hit the notification bell, and subscribe and all that stuff, and then you'll for sure see us pop up on your feed. Appreciate that, Duncan. We've got 56 souls in the chat. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining and helping us out on our stream by watching and liking and subscribing and
Keeping us company.
yeah, keeping us company. It's fun to hang with everybody and chat. Whoa. All right, I think I'm going to finally move to a different subject here. Which one should I go look at?
The one on the far right is going off right now. Huge.
All right, I'm going to move down the river. We're gonna go with the flow, guys. Going with the flow.
I mean, the bigger cinder cone too is kind of going off.
There's our far right one. Oop. Duncan says 100% alerting. Can you feel the heat at your location? We can't feel the heat. We're too far away. We're probably about a mile away from that lava. So, but guaranteed if we were on the other side of the caldera, we would feel it. Aloha, Mom. My mom's in the chat.
Hey, Kim.
Is your mom going to join the chat too?
I sent her a link. I don't know if she's working today or not.
All right. Let's see. I tried hooking up the lens motor to the zoom on this lens, and it's just not strong enough to zoom it.
Oh.
Because it'd be so cool if I could just use
And then
the
you'll probably
triggers.
hear
Yeah. No, Duncan, we can't smell the sulfur here because the wind is going toward the south. As you can see, the plume in the left frame here, the left image, the plume is moving this way to the south, which is the general dominant direction that it usually goes. So fortunately, we're not getting any of that sulfur smell. I'm going to zoom out a little. That sound.
The camera just went.
Oh,
I got it though.
you're on it. Oh, so it's plugged into power, so it's just going. All right, I'm gonna drive us back up the river. That's the I gotta stop here again because this one is just too good. If you're just joining the chat, this fountain here has been spurting big bubbles of lava and shooting up really high, like skinny cobra snake fountains. You'll see here in a second. There you go. It's like these skinny ropes of lava that shoot way up in the sky. I mean, those things are probably going like 100 feet high or something. Oh, there's one. Whoa.
I'm gonna get us a couple chairs. Like those nice little fold out Tommy Bahama chairs. We'll be just chilling here.
With the PS4 remote, just
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, we carry gas masks. I always bring the masks just in case. It's not often, but sometimes the wind in the park will just completely come to a standstill, and then all that all that gas will just accumulate. It'll just kind of pool in the area. So I haven't seen that very much, but I have seen it, and it's not fun to be in the park when it's like that. Hey, John Bodie's in the chat.
Hey, John. Hey, dude.
What's up, Bodie? Glad
Did you already take your flight?
Oh yeah, aren't you flying out today? Billy Bates says, nice droop shot of the foreground with plants. Droop? All right, I'm gonna keep on moving up this river. This is so dramatic. I'm gonna go full screen on the red. Give you that drama. It just looks like something out of a sci-fi movie or something. It just doesn't look real when you really take a look. If anyone in the chat, be sure to follow John Bodie. He's got a really cool YouTube channel. He does some awesome portrait photography and YouTube videos about Hawaii and things like that. Super talented creator.
Excuse me.
We surpassed the 2-hour mark on our stream. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Some folks, like Billy, have been here for the whole time, I believe. That's what I do. Like when Isaac's live streams are going, I just have it on. And Two Pineapples, I have their streams on a lot. I'll just because they rock music on their live stream that's constantly going, that has the USGS cam on it, and they got music going on there. So a lot of times I just put it on and just rock out to their music and just play it for like hours. It gives them the watch hours. But I guess that's what we need right now, is the watch hours. Once we get the monetization, then I think it's less important to get the watch hours and more important to get the view count and the likes and subscribes. Duncan asks, is it normal to have so many active vents at Kilauea? Yeah, when there's an eruption going, it's pretty normal to have various vents going at the same time. There was a 10-year period where there was actually 2 different eruptions going at the same time on Kilauea. There was a lava lake here at the summit that was constant. It was just constantly going. It was a lake that was rising up and down within a pit within the old Halemaumau crater. And at the same time, Pu'o'o, which was the 35-year-long vent eruption that was going as well during, it was like 2008 to 2018. Both of those eruptions were happening at the same time. We're definitely spoiled here at Kilauea as far as eruptions. It is the most active volcano in the world, so. All right, we got 78 likes on the stream. Thanks so much, everyone, for liking the stream and hitting that subscribe button too, if you want to keep up with what we're doing. All right, what can we do here? Got our oh wow. So this is our Sony cam. Get a slightly wider perspective. This is why it was falling forward, because it's balanced. So, oops. Wait, what am I seeing there? What is that? Oh, we're looking at the wrong. That is the Sony cam. We were looking at the iPhone cam. We're losing track of our cameras here, guys. So this is the Sony cam, and kind of give you a little perspective on how big this crater is. There's the edge of the caldera, and to the right there is the old Jagger Museum up on the hill, up this way, and the ohia trees. Let's do this so that you don't miss anything. In case some lava zombies crawl out of the volcano, we won't miss it. Duncan asks, was the 2018 eruption the one that destroyed a lot of the local area with lava flows? Yeah. Yeah, the 2018 eruption was pretty bad. It took out, I think it was over 700 homes, something like that. It completely wiped out Kapoho, and vacation land, and it took out a big chunk of Leilani estates and of a lot of farmland in Puna, and it took out the Alahanui warm ponds, and there was a charter school, and just so much area that the Fisher 8 kind of bulldozed over. It was a bit rough. It was a rough time for the Big Island. Yeah, Duncan, the caldera won't overflow because the caldera is like it's like 1.5 miles or so wide, or maybe 2 miles. I'm not sure, but it's super wide. It's very, very big, and the lava would have to come all the way up out of the crater, which is what you see on the bottom of the frame. That's the edge of the crater, and then it would have to go all the way up to the edge of the caldera. So that would be a very long time. Hey Raymond, checking back in. Definitely not day one. Yeah, it's not quite as active as day one, which is very typical of these eruptions. They tend to start out real strong and then slowly wane in activity throughout the eruption period. We got some more mist coming in over here on the left side, where all the weather comes from like the south, or I mean from the east. It's always so mystical looking over here in the morning when the sun's lighting everything up. Looks like the lens has a little something on it. Anyone who's watching, are you also watching Two Pineapples stream? I imagine somebody's got to have both of them up on 2 different screens, because I might do that if I was at home. Alright, let's do a little swap again. Oh, right on. Nate has both streams open and the 22.6 for the spectros from Two Pineapples. Right on, Nate. Thanks for supporting and watching the streams. Drive on over back to where our Cobra Snake fountain is here. On the right, that little guy. It almost looks like there's, right in the middle of the frame, there, like it looks like lava wants to come out of that cone or something. It's like steaming a lot. Yeah, I could do another little behind the scenes view in the picture-in-picture if you guys want to see some more of the surroundings. It's a beautiful day in the park. It's gorgeous. Do they have... It looks like they have a little tent set up over there.
Duncan says, I'm in the UK, so sadly we never get news coverage. I'm permanently monitoring various, I'm trying to see where, various apps, there we go, to try to stay up to date with the magnificent events.
So I guess people in the UK don't care as much about eruptions, or is that just... Oh. It looked like, looked over there and it looked like Two Pineapples have a little tent set up or something.
Oh, nice.
Like,
Oh, they do.
Is that like...
Maybe just in case it like rains or something. That's smart. Get
shelter.
like the little one-person thing, throw all the stuff in there.
Yeah. And then you can crawl into it and take a nap. Let's see. Wow, so we're well over 2 hours in and we still have most of the second battery on the RED. I'll do a super wide angle in the picture-in-picture for some behind the scenes. So in the top right now, you've got me with my iPhone. What's cool about this setup is that we can do full-on wireless connection, and we can kind of just roam around and show you a little bit of the area. That's Mauna Loa there. And then Mauna Kea is, oh, it's behind clouds. Mauna Kea is over there, but you can't see it. And 2 pineapples are streaming way down there. Can't really see them. But they're doing their thing. I guaranteed Anna's watching the stream and she sees us looking at them. So if you missed it earlier, this is the RED Komodo setup here on the Umotimo Spectrum ST4. And what's really cool about this setup is that this is how I operate it. So I can actually do really slight movements with the joystick. And yeah, I love this motion head so much. It's amazing. And so it's the RED Komodo with the Sigma 150-600 lens with the Canon 2x doubler. What's up?
The Sony battery is dying.
Yeah.
If you
And
want, it's not even on right now. I could just pop a new battery in there.
yeah, sure. And yeah, we're just talking about the Sony. So this is my Sony a7S III with a Canon lens on it. This camera is amazing for low light video. This is the one I was using. If anyone on the stream caught our Perseids meteor shower live stream, we did a couple nights of the meteor shower, and we used this camera with the Sigma 14mm 1.4 lens. So we had this camera at we had like 100,000 on the ISO, and then the shutter speed was like a 25th, and then it was at f1.4 to just get full max light into it to see the stars. So we were able to see real-time meteors during the Perseids meteor shower, and that was before we had our setup kind of dialed in. So when we have another meteor shower, we're going to do some more live streams, and we'll do like a multicam. I'm thinking about actually renting a second a7S III so that we have 2 of those super good low light cameras, and then we'll have a dual cam meteor shower live stream setup. We will for sure do that for the Geminids meteor shower in December. But check out that halo around the sun.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Very nice. We got a little offering here to Pele. Someone left. Oh, I hear Nene. I hear Nene. All right. Sony cam back up.
Yeah.
Let's try. I like that the vertical or horizontal split screen. That was fun. That's cool. So you can see kind of the full range. So this is our horizontal split screen setup. Give you a little bit of perspective of the line of fissures, and then the red shot has got the close-up. Duncan says, sadly, the media doesn't cover the good stuff. Need to search the life out of the internet for such feeds as yours. Oh, thanks for searching out our feeds. Billy says it would take quite a few years to fill up the crater and the caldera at this rate of lava. Yeah.
Definitely.
Whoa.
Right overhead. That was cool.
Yeah.
You guys heard that. That was a nay-nay.
They definitely heard that. That was right in the mic. Yeah, quite a few years is an understatement. It would probably be quite a few decades or centuries.
Centuries, probably.
to fill up the whole caldera. I think it's massive. But but the crater could be filled up. That would take quite a few years as well, but I could see that happening eventually. Yeah, Duncan says, I never grasped the size of the caldera until the widespan image. I hope to all that's good we never witness it full. I don't know, I think it would be kind of amazing to see.
Lance would be out here like, I'd be like, we gotta go, and he'd be like, no, we gotta get this on camera.
We gotta get the shot. Start the stream.
Start the stream.
Nice shots all around, says Billy. Wow, does Kilauea Pele really slope away, or is that a cam distortion? Slope away, as in...
Maybe he's talking about that right there in the back. I'm not sure.
Yeah. There's probably there's not a lot of distortion because we're not super wide on these cameras. We're telephoto and kind of medium telephoto. Yeah, I mean, the only optical illusions would be like compression of subjects with the telephoto zoom effect, where you have the subjects in the foreground and the background become compressed and they look closer together.
Friends in the chat, or 49.
Nice. This is so good. I love this. It's not too sweet. I'd go with terrifying over exhilarating. You'd go with it's terrifying, so so run away, as opposed to exhilarating, so get the cameras out and shoot it. I've heard, so there's a funny story. My friend Jason he told me he was driving from Hilo side over to Kona side, going south route, and he's like, oh, I'm driving by the park. I think I'll pull in and take a look at the park. It's been a while. So he pulls in, and this was in I think it was like 2007 or 8. Right when the floor of Halemaumau was opening, and kind of like the vent was beginning, and he pulled in, and it was back when the old parking lot was open down there, the Crater Rim parking lot. So he drives down to the parking lot, parks, gets out, walks over to the platform at the edge to look into the crater, and he said that lava started just blasting out of the floor of the crater. And and he was like, he said that some tourists were like wanting to see it, and some were like wanting to run away, and then some were in between. They weren't sure, like, do I run or do I watch? What do I do? And he just happened to show up right when lava was just blasting out of the crater, which would have been, I think, the beginning of the 10-year lava lake at Halemaumau that began in 2008. Is that the first helicopter? I'm surprised. Duncan says that I'd quite happily watch from the UK. Up close, I'd be petrified. Yeah, up close, whenever you are up close to any lava, it's pretty nerve-wracking. Although the Kalapana lava flows were pretty safe. A lot of those were pretty chill. You could just kind of hang out at the edge and watch it flow. It's a slow, friendly eruption. But I've also been out at the ocean entry in Kalapana when it was scary, when there was big waves that were crashing into the edge of the cliff that I was on, and there were big collapses going on, and that was, yeah, I've been in some pretty terrifying situations getting footage, but fortunately I survived, made it. Pretty awesome seeing that river in the bottom of the frame moving. Billy says, maybe the floor is bulged up from magma pressure and we never see it. Your previous far back view where the easterly floor seems to slope away from the middle. It slopes away so if you look at the top slice of the screen, where all the fissures are, it slopes up in that area because that's the downdrop block portion. So that lava came up through what used to be the floor of the caldera. So if you see at the bottom of the top slice, that is the floor of the caldera, and this all used to be just level. I mean, this whole
in 2018 it dropped, right?
yeah, so this entire thing collapsed in. So what you see there is the floor of the caldera, and it used to just go all the way across, but you can see all those cracks and all that, all the collapse action. And so then it collapsed all the way down, and so all of that you're seeing on the top slice, that's I mean the left side, that's all part of the old caldera floor, and therefore it slopes up from the actual old lava lake from the last eruption. Is that Anna? She's busy. Duncan says, gotta go make the family meal. We'll stay on, but maybe quite for a while. Great work, you too. Thank you. Appreciate you, Duncan. Thanks for hanging out in the chat. It's been fun chatting. Melissa Gay says, thank you for sharing this. appreciate you checking it out. What's cool is that we have fountains going, and during the daytime you can see the lava action well when there's fountains going. When it's just a lava lake, you don't see as much during the day. Can't see that nice orange color, orange molten rock. Okay, so you're saying the caldera floor slopes down to the east. Let's see. I'll zoom out on the top view, and oh, it's so bright. So we're going left here. So this is the caldera floor toward Volcano House. It might look like it slopes down because the way that the cliff comes closer to the camera. I'm not sure that that's actually sloping down. It might just be kind of an illusion of the shot. It's so big, it's bigger than it looks, so maybe that's why it's like an illusion, because it looks like it's smaller than it is. As far as I can tell, as far as I know, there's not much of a slope there. It's like pretty flat. Because it looks, I mean, at one point this was all just a massive lake of lava. And doesn't seem like there would be anywhere for it to slope down to, or flow down to. Starting to get warm.
I had to take the layers off myself.
Mm.
Oh, that was loud.
Oh, nice. We got
Yeah.
that volcano mic going.
It was like right next to my throat. You can hear me like breathing.
That's one of the features of Page Films Live is Colton's loud breathing on the microphone.
Take a sip of my cocoa and you can hear it like going down.
Well, hopefully you can't hear mine because I've been doing the same thing. I was talking about in an earlier stream, microphone, like they make like a microphone with like a shield around it. It's a special thing you can get where it's like a directional mic, and then it bounces the sound, so it channels it, so you can get like really far away sounds. We got to add that to our our setup.
Our wish list.
Yep, our wish list. So if
Hey
you
guys.
if you want to make a donation on our PayPal link or sign up on Patreon, you'll be helping us improve the stream because we have ideas for days. Speaking of which, you want to throw in those links once more?
Yeah, so I'm going to put in the Patreon link, and I'll also put in the, if you guys want to make a one-time donation, you can do that on PayPal.
Yeah, stay tuned for the links coming in on the chat. And if you're new to the stream, don't forget to hit that like button. That thumbs up helps us. And the big red button, the subscribe, is a big one for us. We're approaching 1,000, which is what we need. One of the 2 requirements for the monetization is the 1,000 followers. So we probably got a few on this stream. Have you seen the update on that?
Sorry?
The followers? I'll let you do your thing.
Right now we are at 42 in the chat. Is that what you're asking?
No, the followers, subscribers on the channel.
Here, let me check.
Because I think we were at 800 something last.
869 is what I'm seeing right here.
869. So all we need is 131 subscribers, and then we'll be halfway to our monetization mark. The other thing we need is 4,000 watch hours. So whoever's hanging out in the chat, watching the stream right now, you're helping us get to that point as well. Maybe the roundness and distance makes it appear slopey. Yeah, I think it's just kind of an illusion of the way it looks on the camera, or from the angle that we're at here. So yeah, we definitely want to. That's one thing we will eventually add to the stream is some focused sound, a microphone that focuses in on the sound, and then we can have we can do quiet periods where we just have the lava sounds on the stream. That would be really cool. I would love to watch that. If I saw somebody else doing that, I would be glued to the stream if it had like really nice sound as well. How's it? Yeah, we had quite the time. We slept until like 2 something. We were supposed to leave at 1, and then we both like separately at different houses were passed out. But we rallied and we made it. We got the stream going. Yeah.
I haven't even really checked my phone. I was just over there taking a lot of video today. Looking at some different angles.
I bet you got some of those cobra snake spatters.
Yeah.
They're so cool.
I was just telling them, I was like,
It's just like bubbles, like.
yeah, it looks like a thick line.
Yeah, and with the sunlight like bouncing off of it.
I know you got it. I know
Yeah.
it.
We just got it on the stream. I haven't been shooting much in terms of video, but how's you guys stream?
It's pretty good.
Going good?
I've been here since like 4:30, 4:30 or something.
Nice. We are 2 hours, 42 minutes into our stream.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Colton, for putting the Patreon link in the chat. So this is the Patreon link. It's patreon.com/pagefilms, and you can find the link in the chat. This is if you missed it earlier, I was talking about the Patreon is a subscription-based platform where you can support this work with a small monthly contribution, and you get rewards in the form of content as far as early releases, exclusive 4K content, things like that. And so yeah, we appreciate your consideration for signing up on the Patreon. And oh yeah, and then Colton just put up the PayPal link as well. So if you're not into the monthly contribution subscription thing, you can make a one-time contribution through PayPal, and the link is right there in the chat. And we appreciate you all for considering doing so, because every little bit is going to help us a lot. It's going to go a long way, and it also inspires us to improve the stream and to bring more of them to you. So nice. Getting yourself set up with Streamline, yep. Streamline the workflow. Always improving, always practicing, always learning. Wow, that was a good one. What's really cool is the light that's refracting off of some of the flows. If you look at the top view here, I'm going to zoom in a little on this over here. I love the way that the lava flows are like refracting all that sunlight. So those lava flows on the left are from the sidewall vent that began at the beginning of this eruption and then slowly kind of died out. And everything kind of, all the activity confined to this line of fissures here. Aloha to pineapples. They're doing a live stream just about 50 yards from us down the cliff. Two Pineapples is peeking in to say hi. I'm going to do a little double live stream here. I'm going to do a quick Insta live. Instagram. Aloha everyone. So I am at Kilauea Volcano and she is erupting, and we are currently live streaming on YouTube. This is our setup here. So we got the RED Komodo on the Sigma 150 to 600 with the doubler on it, so we got lots of zoom range, and then we've got the Sony A7S III with a Canon lens on it. So we've got a dual cam, multicam live stream on YouTube that's currently going. So if you want to check out the real stream, head on over to my YouTube. It's in the links in my bio. We've got a couple close-up angles on the action. I just wanted to jump on real quick on Instagram and see if anybody on there who's missing the stream, who otherwise would want to see it. And Colton here, he's been helping out, doing the things. And yeah, it's a gorgeous day here in the park. We're at the Kilauea Overlook spot. Gotta be so jealous of your gear. Yeah, we're pretty, got some fun gear. The RED Komodo is not mine, but it is in my possession and I am able to use it. Fortunately, it's a fun tool. And then we got the live stream set up on the iPad and the phones and everything. Getting the action. So if you aren't subscribed on my YouTube, definitely go over there and check it out. Hit the like button, subscribe, and you'll get notified about these live streams we're doing of the eruption. This is the third live stream so far of this eruption, and so we essentially have done one per day so far. Hayden asked how is it compared to the other day. It's pretty good still. It's a little bit less active. If you check out the YouTube live, you can see some detailed shots of what's going on. And so yeah, head over to the YouTubes, check it out. I'm not sure if it's more or less. I mean, it looks like a little bit less lava, but I think the fountains are more just kind of confined. They're more like consolidated within this little line of fountains here. And then it's pouring into where the old lava lake was. Old as in like a few months ago. And the sidewall vent has ceased to exist. It's not doing its thing anymore. So yeah, as I was saying, head on over to the YouTubes. The link is in the bio of my profile. And subscribe on there, and you get to see a much more elaborate and dynamic live stream with all of the fancy gear. So thanks y'all, and see you on there. Aloha. you got going on over there?
I'm working on the link tree and link now.
Oh, nice.
I have trying to find another word for content. I think content sounds good though. On this.
In the right context.
Yeah.
This is their screen.
Oh.
So I did a quick little Instagram live to plug the feed, so maybe a few people from there might come over and check it out. If you do, let me know if that worked. I know there was maybe like 20 people or something that saw it. How's it going, Gura 27? All right, let's switch up this stream a little bit. Two Pineapples, I appreciate the reminder for hitting the thumbs up and the big red button, that subscribe button, because we're approaching 1,000 subscribers and we're gonna get there pretty quick here with these eruption streams, hopefully. Let me start driving around a little bit here. I'm going to pull up the RED camera angle on full screen. It's a little bright. Big mahalos again to Two Pineapples for sharing the Linktree link. That's where you can find all the good stuff, all the social medias and the Vimeos and all that. Hey, we got Sean Noggle in the chat. Right on, Sean. He's hanging out with Reed and Gina. Awesome. Sean's a good buddy and a incredible photographer, filmmaker as well. One of these days, I'm going to get Sean out here to do some lava action. Get him on the live streams. We want to do a live stream. So like whenever we are in an area where it's legal to fly a drone, Sean's going to be the guy. I'm going to get him out here, and we're going to do a live stream just like this, but we're going to get his drone as one of the sources on our feed so that we can do a multicam stream with all our cameras as well as a drone angle. Yes, Kelly, this is the Kilauea Overlook. So this is the zoom out here on the Sony cam. Here's our Sony wider angle cam, giving you a little bit more perspective. So this is the Kilauea Caldera. This is the edge of it in front of us here. And Halima'ama'u crater, which is currently erupting and began erupting 2 days ago on September 10th at 3:14 p.m. And to the right is where, so this is the edge of the caldera with Jagger Museum. The old Jagger Museum is up to the right there. And I'm going to do another dual camera view here. Actually, I was going to do the split screen. There we go, I'm going to do this one. And then in our top view, I'm going to zoom in so you can kind of get like all of the fissures in one kind of medium telephoto shot. And then the bottom view is our RED Komodo camera. And we're on the Emotimo Spectrum ST4, so I'm driving this thing around with a PS4 remote. And if you're just joining the stream, this little fountain right here that is now on the right side of the bottom angle, that fountain's been really, really fun to watch. It's been doing these crazy like spatters, that big lines, like ropes of lava, super liquidy, like that. It's so cool. In fact, I'm going to zoom in once again on that. Sorry for the bounce. There we go. Oh, okay. All right. I was framing it without the... There we go. A little bit soft. The sun is so bright, it's like kind of hard to see. seem to get it sharp. Oh, is that for like putting in the chat?
I'm gonna do that right now. Test it out.
Live, yes, we are live. Coming to you live and direct from the edge of the Kilauea Caldera. Kilauea is erupting, and we are live streaming from inside Hawaii Volcanoes National Park on the Big Island of Hawaii. I'm gonna see what I can do to get this image a bit sharper here on the red. I'll put you on this one for a second. I'm gonna full screen the red shot here. That's looking a little better. So that stuff, it's just been so mesmerizing to watch this fountain, because it's somehow just like more liquidy and more spattery than the other ones. So anyone who's in the chat, you should follow Sean Noggle. He's got some incredible work. He's an amazing photographer. Shoots birds and things, and he did a short documentary on a falcon, a guy that does falconry. It's pretty cool stuff. And yeah, we're well over the 3-hour mark here on the stream, going strong. Wow, there's a lot of
Neil asked, "Is the park crowded?" It's actually not too bad right now. There's a few people
Yeah.
there.
You're not mic'd, so.
Oh.
Yeah, the park is not that crowded right now. It got a little bit crowded right at sunrise, like right at blue hour time, like 4:35. But as the sun comes up and it gets kind of hot and the lava's not glowing as much, a lot of people are leaving. There's still quite a few people here though.
Sahel asked, "Is that the sea or the ground moving?" That is the lava. So it looks like it's light out, so you can't really see it glowing, but at nighttime you can kind of see it.
Yeah, so what you're seeing in front of the fissures there is a river of lava that's flowing to the right. It looks trippy during the day because it just looks like rock. It does look just like the ground, but it's actually flowing flowing liquid rock with cobra snake fountains behind it. So did anyone make it over from the Instagram live? Sean, was that you? Did you see me on Instagram first? We're kind of like trying out different things, trying to see how we can promote these live streams. Facebook is a little tricky.
They don't like YouTube links, so whenever you post a YouTube link, they push you down in the feed. So
Yeah.
it's been a little bit hard for us.
Yeah, you can't expect Meta to want to connect people on there with Google.
Yeah.
Meta versus Google. Wow, can you hear that on the stream? Some pretty loud action.
I'm listening for it. No, I didn't hear it, unfortunately.
That's why we need our focused microphone.
Dude, that'd be so cool.
We're gonna do
We
it.
could just we can hook it up somehow to the tripod, so
Yep.
we won't be breaking any rules.
Yep.
Still 2 tripods. They have a rule here where you can only have one tripod per person. And so we have 2 people, so we have the 2 tripods. Otherwise, you're counted as a quote-unquote professional.
Something like that.
You have to have a permit or something. Is that how it works?
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, you can get a filming permit to film here, but it's not easy from what I understand. Wow, the bubble is going off. Suhail, flowing melt rocks. Where does it go? It just it's filling the craters, where it's going in the crater and rising in elevation as it fills it up. Right on, Raymond, checking in. It's cool to see people in the chat who are also here in real life and come and hang out. A sea of lava, yeah. It is a sea in a way, it's a sea of lava.
It does sound like a train. It's kind of like...
Yeah, like a train on the tracks.
Hey guys, I am going to post a link to Page Film's Vimeo channel if you want to check that out. Lance has all kinds of awesome videos on there, and a couple of my favorites is the Fire Within and Forest Eater. Also Reflection Void. Definitely check that one out. It's pretty trippy.
Yeah. So two of the 5 staff picks I've gotten on Vimeo are 2 films I did called Reflection Void and then Reflection Void 1.5, Portals on Mauna Loa. So that one's shot on Mauna Loa, up high elevation. The first one is shot in Joshua Tree, and I took a bunch of mirrors and mounted them to motion control gear as well as my camera gear, and we shot astro time lapse of the reflections of mirrors reflecting the stars. And then so we're moving the mirrors around, moving the cameras around throughout hours through the night. So it's just a really trippy effect that it creates, and we got some really incredible composers to create music for it. And yeah, it's a couple of my favorite things I've ever done. And on that note, Colton and I are working on something that's related to that.
Oh yeah.
Which we haven't revealed yet, but
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. Our working title is Portals of Creation, and we have it. It's actually almost done. It's going to be one of the things that you're going to see early on the Patreon account. So when you sign up on there, even at the $5 a month tier, you'll be able to see early releases such as our Portals of Creation project. So stay tuned for that. And get some wind picking up. Another whirlybird. Although they're not features, I'd say just films. All right, I'm going to jump into the RED Komodo, and we'll do this angle on picture-in-picture. So time-lapse worlds, yeah, right on. Glad you guys found the stream. Time-lapse worlds is a pretty awesome channel. They do a lot of amazing time-lapse projects. I got lost with my red cam, so where am I? Oh, I think I'm... There we go. Found the fountains again. Time-lapse worlds, where are you hanging out these days? And where are you time-lapsing these days? Nani Groot, it's amazing, thank you. Raymond asks, how long are we here today? I'm not sure. We haven't gotten that far yet. We woke up a little late. We slept through our alarms, our 1 o'clock alarms, and ended up waking up at 2 something, and had to rally out here and get the stream going before sunrise. But we made that happen, and I think we're gonna kind of regroup after this stream and figure out what our next move is. But we're loving these. We're loving the live streams. We're having a lot of fun showing you guys these angles, and at the same time we're building our channel and our live stream projects. Working really hard on it. So we appreciate all of your support. We're 3 hours and 21 minutes into this live stream. And a couple times throughout the stream I did a little BTS angle, a little free roaming iPhone angle to kind of show the cameras we're using and the lenses and stuff. So if anyone who's watching who's a camera nerd or a filmmaker or like time-lapse worlds or Sean, and you want to see some of that again, I'll do that one more time. Just let me know. We got 3 cameras we're able to stream with here. At the same time. We can do more. We can do 4 or 5 cameras even, but we got the RED Komodo, Sony a7S III, and then my iPhone 14 Pro. This is from the live. Good stuff. Yeah, I wonder where Bodhi was in his journey when he saw the stream. Probably before.
It's early, so
Yeah.
he's probably before the flight.
He's packing. Wow. Can't believe how high the sun came up already. LHS 761. Amazing amount of sulfur deposits on the crust. Definitely toxic plumes. Good thing this crater is deep. Yeah. Definitely some pretty toxic stuff you're looking at. And it's all going up into the air, into the atmosphere, swinging around the south part of the island and coming right into where we live.
Yay! So, I'm actually curious. Does the fumes or the fog, does that kind of like lose its toxic effect once it goes into the atmosphere after a while?
Yeah. So what you're seeing here, it's coming out super concentrated directly from the source. So if you were to breathe that stuff that we're looking at, you could definitely, it could be fatal. But the stuff that comes around to us in Kona is mixed in with other stuff. That's why it's called VOG, like volcanic fog. So it's more diluted. It's not as toxic once it kind of mixes into the atmosphere. But it's still toxic. I mean, some people are really sensitive to it if you have asthma or something.
I've heard people can get like headaches and stuff.
Yeah.
Hasn't really happened to me, but I was just curious.
You were here in 2018, right?
Yeah.
During those 3 months, that was just, we didn't even have a sky. It was just blue. It was just white.
Yeah, I remember like looking out the ocean, there was no ocean.
Yeah, it was bad.
Or you couldn't see the line between the ocean and the sky, the horizon.
It was far worse than I've ever seen it, and I was born and raised in Kona. LHS says, this camera is definitely showing details missed. Yeah, what you're looking at here on the telephoto angle is coming from a RED Komodo camera, so it's not really designed to be a live stream camera, but the dynamic range in the camera is, I think it has 16 stops of dynamic range, meaning there's a lot more range between the lights and the darks that you can see, so there's a lot more detail you can pick up. And you can, even more so once you record footage and process it with the RED code raw footage. But even when we're going directly to a live stream, it looks pretty amazing with the wide dynamic range. Yeah, there's a lot of gas there. You can see there's kind of a shadow from the plume, and it's like it creates like a brown shadow. My sister's husband is co-pilot. He told me no flying above volcanoes. Why are they flying here? Well, they do fly here. There's tourist helicopters as well as USGS, and they fly around. The USGS fly quite a bit. They actually flew into the crater yesterday, and we caught them on the live stream landing in the crater next to the lava flow, and there was 4 guys in there, and they went and got a lava sample from the edge of the flow. So if you check out the replay of our live stream from yesterday, the September 11th live stream, you can kind of scroll through and find that section. It was really cool to witness. And then there's tourist helicopters that fly up above the crater. The tourism copters they have a high restriction on their altitude, I believe. So they don't fly nearly as low, and I'm actually, it's not too bad for having an eruption. We haven't heard too many whirlybirds. As I say that, I hear one.
Is this the camera battery or is that the phone battery?
That's the phone.
Phone, okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a swap again?
Oh, because it's not charging it.
Yeah.
No, we'll wait. I mean, it's not
too bad.
It's not warning us yet.
Okay.
And the red batteries are getting on the low side. Oh. Yeah, we're just about POW on the red cam. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna swap the red camera for another Sony camera so that we can keep that telephoto angle going. So we'll put you on our...
You said we're almost POW on the red?
Yeah, the red's blinking at me, so we're on the Sony camera now. And
You want to switch out to the A74?
yeah.
Okay, I'll get it.
And then HDMI as well. Ay, ay, ay. It's wind. Coming in. Just gonna zoom in a little on that. Let's zoom in. All right, hang on 1 minute, guys. We're gonna swap cameras and we're gonna get the telephoto back up and running in a minute. facing trails. Yeah. And you can't record it.
This goes down right.
And Alex, with the V-mount batteries, he said he might be coming out here today.
Oh, sweet. We're just getting the A7 IV hooked up, so we'll have the telephoto ready here in just a second.
Once again, I forgot the ND filter. It's in the car.
What size is it?
Like 95 or something.
Oh, I don't have that.
It's
I think
in-
I have a 77.
I have it in the car. See if I don't know. I do want to roll some footage. You got that up and running?
Yep. It's. Is that as far as it goes in? Can we? It looks pretty close to the other.
Yeah, it's 150. I think it's at the back of it.
Oh yeah. Fabulous.
It's hard to see on this side. I think we should do this one. Oh, it does. That's cool. Like,
Yeah, you can just hit it and it'll just switch it right over.
nice. Actually, I like that in the bottom for some reason.
That's pretty rad. Yeah. Wait, what's the battery there? Oh, that's this one.
Yeah.
Do you have any other ones? Any other Sonys?
No, that's the phone battery. So we would,
Oh.
if we'd have to swap. Let's do this for a minute here first. All right, so we've got our split screen back. Usually Volcano had only one giant hole. Why this one has many? Well, there is one giant hole, but within that there's many vents. And that's usual. Sometimes, like 2008 to 2018, there was a lava lake over here at the summit here, and that was more of just one hole, one big pit that had a lava lake in it for 10 years. But with these eruptions, they're popping up every few months, and there's going to be all kinds of different vents and areas where it's erupting. How's it looking in the... Nice. We got 40 people hanging out still, watching the stream. Thanks everyone for hanging out, participating in the chat. And if you like what you're seeing, if the stream is looking good to you, don't be afraid to hit that thumbs up. And better yet, hit the big red button to subscribe to the channel, and you'll get to see these live streams come up on your feed, especially if you hit that notification bell. Wow. Wow, that bubble fountain is just continuing to be very impressive and bizarre. Colton just posted the Patreon link in the chat. So if you're wanting to support this work on a monthly level, a monthly contribution, you can sign up on the Patreon and get rewards such as early releases of the projects and yeah, sure.
Nice camera equipment all set up and everything hanging out here for who knows how long. We're all waiting for whenever something goes off.
We're doing a live stream on YouTube. So we're on YouTube right now with a multicam live stream. So we've been doing we're coming up on 3 hours 42 minutes on the stream. So yeah.
You got the YouTube channel. This is what the mountain's doing, and maybe one of these days it'll all of a sudden do something exciting.
Yeah, we're definitely here capturing the action, and it's
Cool.
Page Films if you want to check it out on YouTube.
What's the name of it?
Page Films, Page Films.
All one word, no spaces, punctuation.
Should be 2 words on the channel. Yeah, Page Films. I'm Lance Page. So
I'm Colton.
yeah.
If I go to your place, I'll probably see you all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll see the stream right now if you look it up. And then 2 Pineapples, friends of ours, are doing another one down the way here. So you got options if you want to get a live stream going.
I want to watch the smoking caldera.
Yep,
You guys got some video.
yep, we got the close-up angles and everything.
Yeah, is this wind that, well, you all up here quite a bit. Is it windy like this most of the time?
Yeah, it's often
breezy, yeah.
it's often windy here. Sometimes it's really windy, and when there's no wind, it's bad because all the gas starts to accumulate. So this is kind of perfect right here where it's all going that way.
Well, I guess, yeah, when you get up here where you can see, you actually have stuff kind of blowing out of the ground down there rather than just a red spot.
Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of action. It makes it fun to see during the day.
That 2018 eruption, that was more down the hill, wasn't it? Where it
Yep.
came out up and burned those houses and stuff.
Yeah, that was like 20 miles or so from here down in Puna in the lower East Rift. What happened again? Oops. It's not, I guess it's not balanced. Probably because I zoomed it in. Colton's here to catch the camera every time. Every time it falls.
I'm gonna post your link tree again.
Cool. Right on, Suhail. Thank you. You are welcome. Got some mist coming in. And Mr. Colton just posted the link tree once again. You can find all the links on there, social media, Vimeo, Patreon, YouTube, all that stuff is all in one spot. I think I might have to update it too with a threads and whatever else is missing on there, but let's zoom in here. Sorry guys, it's gonna get a little bouncy here. Just gonna zoom in on this. Crazy bubble action here. Oh, oops. Lean down the controller. Whoa.
Well, was it worth making the trip home to sleep in a bed?
Yeah,
I mean, we were late.
it was, but we slept in.
Hey, get ready to move. Have your insurance ready.
Oh, great.
Oh God.
I just got a text.
You got a text. You want to wrap it up soon?
Probably just stand right here.
Well, I think we can probably, we're coming up on close to 4 hours on our stream. So I think we might be wrapping it up soon. Also, the wind is picking up and the mist is coming in, so we're definitely kind of reaching the end of our long sunrise live stream. All right. My phone back going here. Billy Bates says, Colton Hart, can you show a photo of the whole caldera? Maybe USGS has one from above. Well, what we can do at the moment is to give you a 24 millimeter wide angle. It's not going to be the whole caldera, but we'll do a quick little pan. So this is the left side. This would be the east side of the caldera. And you can see the edge of it kind of close to where we are, and our little wind block ohia tree that we like so much. And then we'll do a pan to the right. You can see just how massive this whole caldera is. And yeah, that's about all we can do now in terms of showing you the wide view. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. We're kind of getting to that point where we're gonna have to break down, figure out the rest of our day, and yeah, gonna just flip the camera around here. Colton, you want to say bye? Oops, there we go. All right. So, anybody who's still hanging out in the live stream, thanks so much for all your support. And I like how Colton looks like he's shorter than I am here. He's actually he's like way taller than me.
There's like a hole right here.
So yeah, I appreciate you all. Thanks so much for hitting that like button, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell and all that, so you can see the next streams we do, because we're going to do one again soon. And don't forget to check out the link tree. Consider subscribing on the Patreon, and consider contributing through PayPal if you want to just send a one-time donation. And your contribution will go a long way in helping us improve these streams, get new things like microphones and things like that to improve it. So Yeah, so thank you all so much